Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wake Up Missoula. My name is Noelle McAvoy.
And I'm Scott Ram.
That was Asaph Adonai on piano. Thank you for that, Asaph.
My pleasure.
It is Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans, and thank you very much for serving our country.
And on the 11th hour of the 11th day at the Missoula County Courthouse, they're by the Doughboy statue just off of Broadway, they're going to be hosting the Veterans Memorial. Veterans Day celebration.
Yep.
Memorial.
The Veterans
services.
Memorial Services celebration. Yep. And then as Susan Renaud
it really depends
us,
upon your personal preference. Like Susan Renaud is like, oh, it's a memorial. It's like, well, some people think it's more of a celebration.
Yep.
You got to celebrate our vets. If you're not a veteran, you celebrate our vets. I guess if you're a vet, you it's a memorial.
Yeah, but also like Susan Renaud told us earlier this week is that there's like a nice cushy one at the, I do believe it's at the American Legions. You can check out her interview on wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula.
So,
but it's at like 3.
So I heard, I'm going to change the subject, sorry. But in Reno, Nevada, they just had a snowstorm of about 18 inches.
What?
Yes, and they're expected the snowstorm to be in central United States over into the Rocky Mountains.
Oh.
That's us.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, but today there's a 70% chance of snow with a high of 37. So that's about the right temperature where the snow lays and can lay and stay.
Yeah.
Lay and stay.
Lay and stay.
That doesn't describe me. Anyway, but it is currently 28 degrees outside, and throughout the week you can see little chances of snow, chances of rain. Friday through Saturday it's going to rain, but yeah, I mean, today it might just rain, maybe try to snow. The other day it did snow, but of course if you see on the top of the mountains, there's a dusting of snow. And that's not frost.
No.
That's snow.
It's snow. I love the snow line too. It's like snow, snow, snow line. Oh, no snow.
That's where the inversion is. The inversion.
Inversion.
Inversion. But my segment's really short today, and of course we have a lot to talk about. Asaph is having a very patriotic segment, as well as Noelle's talking about all the stuff that's happening on your Veterans Day.
Of course.
Along with tomorrow. But
we've got
before
Hallmark and Bullmark at the end too.
Yes, Hallmark and Bullmark. I want to save that for the very end. So you guys have to stick with us until the very end of the last part of our show. We're going to keep the show fairly short because we just want to go out and celebrate Veterans Day.
Just get crazy, yeah. Take a nap.
But of course, let's do some social networking before we jump into new programming. So if you log on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula, you can watch our most recent episode of Wake Up Missoula, which will be today, this afternoon. You can see past videos and past interviews featuring the Stop Animation Drop-In Whiteboard, Flagship Fridays, President Without a Cause.
Susan Renaud, that's
Susan
perfect.
Renaud, and they got it in...
that's perfect.
And I don't want to say
mid-flag wave.
Mid-flag.
Mid-flag wave.
Mid-flag
Susan's
wave.
always waving that flag too, and she just loves it. And so mid-flag wave, that's perfect.
And of course, you can also go to our Facebook page. You should totally like us because we're totally awesome. And you should totally follow us on Twitter because that's what you do on Twitter. You usually follow people, apparently.
Missoula Community Access Television also has a Twitter. You can like us at MCAT TV Missoula.
But we're not going to be tweeting the water trial because we don't have any anymore.
It's over!
Yep.
You can also like MCAT on Facebook as well as MCAT.org to find out more information about the TV station that we air from.
And you can see that we have the Parade of the Dead.
Yep.
We have our Stop Animation Drop, and you click on here to find out more information. And we have our Doing 72 winners. And finally, we have, sorry, I'm just like signaling you just to like...
Our 2015
I'm testing you.
Homecoming Parade. If you guys missed the Festival Day of the Dead or the Homecoming Parade, you can still check it out on our channel by going to MCAT.org and by going on to Video On Demand.
Yep. And there's one brand new program happening tonight.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
But it looks pretty good. It's where private landowners are a little jealous of those conservationists, and they want to conserve part of their land as well.
Oh.
And why not? It's their property. They want to be able to have some conservation envy. And here's more information about that, and it's happening tonight at 5:30. So when we come back, Noelle will tell you all about what's going on today for all your fun Veterans Day events and more.
We're seeing is something that we call conservation envy, and it's really what makes you sleep at night. And so what you see are watershed groups watching that list that Martin brought up, right? And so the answer isn't recovering a species or not getting listed. It's that they're listening to those other producers and landowners, and they're getting conservation envy going, I see where you live, I see where your community is supported, it's more stable, your economic condition is secure. Why can't I have that in my backyard?
Hey guys, we're back. I was just telling Scott how flat my hair was, and we were so distracted.
What's the deal? Women with flat hair want fluffy hair, and women with fluffy hair want flat hair.
I don't know, because we always want what we don't have.
Oh, God.
I know. It's just inherent.
All right, dissolve.
Excuse me, Scott. I was trying to tell people about the things that they want. No.
I'm going to make sure
All
we're
right,
recording.
we're dissolving. So, we've got some events for today. We're starting with an event starting at noon. So over at the Missoula Insectarium, they have their Little Bugs toddler time that starts at noon. And so it's just like an hour educational program dedicated to children learning. Yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet. Oh, hang on. Sorry, things are getting technically crazy over here. Okay, yeah, so dedicated to the little ones learning between the ages of like 3 and 5. So if you can bring your little one by and learn all about bugs, it's so fun to watch the kids at that age just like get interested in stuff. And then over at the Clark Fork Coalition office, this event is pretty cool. This is also at noon today, Clark Fork Coalition office, 140 South Street West. And so it's called What Does Winter Have in Store? So you can learn from local climate expert Nick Silverman about this year's winter weather. So he's going to be talking about upcoming El Nino forecasts, what that means for Missoula, and what it means for the state, as well as parts of our climate that have and have not changed over the past few decades. That sounds awesome. So that starts at noon today. Yeah, 140 South Street West. And they've got their parent yoga today over at Peaceful Heart Yoga. This is yoga for you while your children play. It's from starting at 1. Top Hat Lounge has got their Sharing in the Groove. They're celebrating the music of fish. This is their fish happy hour at the Top Hat starting at 4:30. And they have, like trivia and audio show and all that great stuff you could want for fish. Community Unite is over at the Kettle House at 5 p.m. This is where they donate 50 cents from each of their beers to a nonprofit of theirs. Yeah, right? Calm down. There is a quiche cooking workshop for ages 2 to 6 at Taste Buds Kitchen tonight at 5. Cost is $20.
That's so quiche.
I know.
That's the new catchphrase. It's so quiche.
That's so quiche?
That's so quiche. I love it.
Do you see that girl's skirt? It was really quiche.
It's so quiche.
She looks super quiche too.
I'm going to quiche. And then it becomes an insult, like basically.
Yeah, and then it becomes like an insult.
Like it's like when something starts as a compliment becomes an insult, and then something that starts as an insult becomes a compliment.
Yeah.
You just can't win, children.
One of my favorite things to do actually is to like put different words in different scenarios. Like quiche, like, yo man, you see quiche around here? He owes me $5. or like, oh man, I just love that quiche. I have a couple scenarios.
Bye,
too.
quiche. I'll see you later, quiche.
Bye, quiche. Yeah, that's a cute little name too.
That would be like, it's like Keisha. It'll be the new Keisha.
This is my son, Quiche.
It's basically like ill-informed parent about pop culture. I was like, oh, remember that one singer, Keisha?
It's Kesha, Dad.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Remember?
Does she like quiche?
What about that Robert Redford guy? It's like, no one cares about him anymore.
He's so over. It sounds like I do.
No comment.
Okay, we should. I know we're getting off track here, you guys.
Keisha.
Keisha. Okay, so at 5:30 there is meditation for veterans at the Learning Center at Red Willow today, and this is just meditation that is specifically for veterans to help them with symptoms that come with PTSD and with sleeping and anxiety. So if you're a veteran or are a caregiver or a family with a veteran in it, you can go to this too.
Cool.
Yeah, 5:30. Oh, this one's great. So I don't know if you guys do this. I think it's kind of, okay, never mind. Okay, so there's a free gourmet dinner lecture at the Chamber of Commerce at 6 p.m. tonight. And I just think it's kind of great because all the women of the Chamber of Commerce are women, like our commerce, right? Chamber of Commerce is women?
The Chamber of Commerce has nothing to do with
I
county
just thought
commissioners.
county commissioners.
Just saying, but at the same time, it's like,
wrong.
The best way to get people to your lecture is to host a dinner.
Food. Yeah.
And people don't even care about the lecture; they just eat their food. I have never eaten food and paid attention. When I'm eating food, I'm eating food.
Yeah.
I don't listen to a lecture. Like, so it's very counterintuitive if you invite people like me to your lecture. And it also sounds a little desperate. But it's free food.
Yeah, there's a free gourmet dinner.
Why don't you just say free food and there's some talking in it?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it'd be like it's a trap. It's a timeshare.
It's a timeshare.
Kind of like when you're in Vegas and they're just like, oh, you want to stay in a room for free? Yeah, they go to a seminar for 8 hours.
Yeah. Have you seen that South Park episode about that? Yeah.
It's true. My dad did that on my parents' honeymoon. It was ridiculous.
That's terrible.
It was like probably not the best honeymoon ever. Plus, I don't know. I don't know if my mom ever has fun.
That's too bad.
It's not like she watches the show anyway.
Yeah, it's not like she watches it anyway. Sorry.
Okay, we're bantering.
Okay, so there's
like
a free
halfway.
gourmet dinner lecture at the Chamber of Commerce. I think this is great. You have to RSVP because seating is limited, obviously. It's a gourmet dinner. So 721-2537. And then so you can enjoy free dinner and lecture about stress, hormones, and health. It's going to be kind of funny. Yeah, check that out if you want to. So there's Bob Ross Night over at the Zootown Arts Community Center starting at 6 p.m. This is where you follow along to a Bob Ross video. All the art, all the supplies and canvases, materials are all covered in your cost, which I think is only probably like 10 or 15 bucks. Not too expensive. Yeah, that's the Zach. Then over at Imagination Brewing Company, they've got their Wednesday night brewery jams starting at 6 p.m. And then over at Fact and Fiction, Robert Lee is going to be singing, reading, and signing his book, Guiding Elliot, at 7 p.m. And then also at Shakespeare and Company, Marie Tierce is going to be reading from her book, Love Me Back. It starts at 7. And then we've got country dance lessons with instructor Kathy Clark at the Sunrise Saloon at 7.
Love her.
Yep. $5 per lesson. And then over at the Top Hat Lounge, they've got a freestyle ski movie night. And so the movies are going to be Warren Miller's Climb to Glory, encore performance from 2014, Out on a Limb, and the third film is United We Ski. So tickets are $15 or $17 day of, and it's only $7 for kids 12 and under. Yeah, so that's what's going on Thursday. Up next, we've got Asaph segment. Maybe.
Yep. On that note, this is a time to remember and give thanks for what the veterans have done, whatever branch of the military they've served in, and whatever person's religious beliefs are, they help fight for our freedoms that we have in the United States, because I lived overseas when I was a little boy, so we don't realize how lucky we are until we're away. And that ties in, not only is Thanksgiving, it ties in with who I want to talk about. This group is synonymous with World War II, and they were mentioned before, but I didn't specifically focus on them as I did songs. So this time I'm going to focus on these women. And of course, we're talking about the Andrews sisters, and they are, like I mentioned, synonymous with World War II. They did things like, during World War II, they entertained the Allied forces extensively in America, Africa, Italy. They visited the Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard bases, war zones, hospitals, and munitions factories doing concerts. They encouraged U.S. citizens to buy and purchase bonds with their rendition of any bonds today. They also helped actress Betty Davis from the past and John Garfield to open up what's called the Hollywood Canteen for servicemen. You know, during their free time and stuff like that. And they danced for sailors and soldiers and the Marines. And these ladies did a lot for our troops, probably even more than Bob Hope did during his years of working with the troops. So let's show that clip there.
Don't you let that moonlight take advantage.
This is the lead singer here about to go into a song called Stepping Up Tonight. It's not one of their biggest hits, but it's synonymous with World War II. as you'll see in a moment.
You're stepping out tonight, and the moon is shining bright. I know that you will have a lot of fun. But while dancing cheek to cheek, do not let your heart grow weak. Just remember that's the moon, my son.
So that gives you an idea of their harmony and their contributions. So this is from a film called Private Buckaroo in 1941, featuring this group here. These sisters, their names were Laverne, Maxine, and Patty. And during their career, they sold more than 75 million records. And MCA has this account as of the 1970s, when they were way past their heyday in the 1940s. So that's pretty incredible for a female group like that. They probably sold more records and the #1 female trio in history. There were other sisters like the McGuire sisters and so on, but I think the Andrews sisters will always be #1. They've influenced people like Bette Midler, Christina Aguilera, and just a bunch of other singers in our modern times. So I wanted to pay tribute to these ladies today and pay tribute to our soldiers and give my personal thanks for their contribution.
Cool. And I just wanted to make a quick little joke about Bob Hope. You know, I think soldiers would rather see 3 beautiful women than Bob Hope.
Yeah.
I would say that's the same.
Nice.
I'll bring out the girls.
Yeah.
Bring out the girls.
Get Bob Hope off.
These young ladies were quite the lookers in their time too, but they had an incredible talent.
Yeah. And they all settled down and had families, right?
Eventually, their mom died in real life, and that caused like the breakup of the group.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually, when they got older, they got back just briefly, like on the Dean Martin show and stuff.
Are they all still alive?
No, they're all gone now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
must have been in their mid to late 20s when they were doing the...
Probably, because this was in 1941, and when by the time they were on the Dean Martin show, they were so much older.
Yeah.
We lost Laverne in 67. We lost Maxine in 95, and Patty in 2013.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. So they weren't necessarily that old.
Well, no, but I mean, as far as their singing, they weren't together anymore after those years, and after the loss of their mom. So, my tribute to the Andrews sisters.
Cool. Thank you very much, Asaph. Those musical notes with Asaph Adonai. All right, and now we've got some stuff going on Thursday. So starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow is QuickBooks Intro and Overview at the Lifelong Learning Center. So this class offers a jump start on understanding how to use QuickBooks for tracking and reporting financial activities. So you can either have QuickBooks installed on your computer, or you can use a computer classroom. Or a computer in the classroom. You got it. All right, so there is the used annual book sale happening starting tomorrow and happening through Sunday over at the Heritage Hall on the Fort Missoula campus. So it starts at 10 a.m. You can bring your books to sell or go there and buy books. Yeah. Over at Spectrum Discovery area, their Discovery Bench is Spin and their Brain Lab is Neurons. It starts at 11. Over in the Makerspace in the public library, they have an upcycled autumn decor. Starting at noon, you can paint, glue, and assemble a quick project to decorate for fall. Over at Taste Buds Kitchen, they have a mystery basket / chopped cooking camp. So it's $85 for both the mystery basket and the chopped cooking class, or $45 for just one. Starts at 1 p.m. Read Dogs is at the Missoula Public Library starting at 3. Lego Club is also at the public library at 3:30. There's spider feeding at the Missoula Insectarium at 3:30. Well, they will be feeding their Rosie the Chilean rose hair tarantula.
And where's this?
That's a Missoula Insectarium. So it's downtown. It's right above Spectrum. So it's downtown on Front Street. If you're driving down Front, it's right across the street from the market. On Front. Yeah.
Maybe I'll go there and take my kids from Flagship.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Because I do want to go see the spider feeding.
I really want to see it too. I wish I didn't have things
School?
going. Yeah, I wish I didn't have
Escuela?
school. Yeah.
Esprechen the Escuela, even though that's like 2 different
Yeah,
languages.
I wish I didn't have school so I could go do that stuff too.
I'm sorry, Noelle.
I can't wait to graduate. You're gonna melt. You better not.
I will. Yeah, definitely. Or my hand's gonna get flat.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Over at Big Sky High School, they're having a movie marathon in their library. So that starts at 4 p.m. Yeah. La Grata Bella has got their downtown drop-in wine tasting. This is underneath the Old Post Pub. You can pay the Old Post. It used to be $10, but the word on the street now is that it's $12.50. And so it's a minimum of 4 wines, and they have a different theme each week. Over at Imagination Brewing Company, they've got Nonprofit Appreciation Day starting at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So if you work for a nonprofit, you can go in there, and you get half price off your first beer. Sentinel High School has got a Korean cuisine cooking class starting at 6 p.m. You can learn how to make traditional Korean food and share fun stories. How nice.
Woo.
Over at the Lifelong Learning Center, they've got our workforce training program starting at 6 p.m. And so this is, yeah, exactly what it says, workforce training program. So you can go there. It's free for attending. You just check it out if you're interested in what people are looking for when hiring.
I bet a woman named Keisha works there.
She loves quiche.
No, she probably hates it. She's lactose intolerant.
Keisha's lactose intolerant. And vegan.
No, that's going too far.
No, I mean, I guess that's... Well, Katie, one of my friends, is a vegetarian, but she's also lactose intolerant. She's an involuntary vegan. I'm always making fun of her for it. Scott's a vegan. He doesn't find that funny.
Quit outed me on television. No.
There's nothing wrong with being it.
I don't like to advertise. Like every other vegan.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm vegan.
Yeah.
I'm vegan.
I'm vegan.
And they just run around and yell at people, I'm vegan.
Oh my God.
Plus, I'm not even a good vegan either, so you can't call me vegan.
He's a bad vegan.
I'm very bad.
Bad to the bone.
Bad to the bone.
Bad to the
Because
broccoli.
everything's made with milk. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is good celery. It's made with milk. Just saying.
What? Celery.
Celery.
Why? Okay, I've got just a couple more events, you guys.
Yes.
You gotta stop laughing. All right, so Nutrition by the Spoonful is at Natural Grocers starting at 6 p.m. And so this is just like they're talking about all soups and stews and things that you can do for yourself by the spoonful during this winter. And then over at the ZAC, they're having their glass fusing orientation class. So if you go there, you can learn how to fuse glass. It's usually about $20 plus the cost of glass, which can be anywhere between like $5 and $15. That starts at 6. And then so the music events going on tomorrow. Green Sky Bluegrass will be at the Wilma Theater at 8. There is open mic at the Eagles at 8:30. The Polyphonic Spree will be at the Top Hat Lounge at 9. Open mic at the Broadway at 9. Dead Hipster at the Badlander at 9. Rock and Karaoke at the Dark Horse at 9. Dusk will be playing at the Sunrise Saloon at 9. And then Floral, Spirit Award, and more will be at the Real Lounge at 10.
Cool.
Yep, that's everything I've got for it going on in Missoula. It's a struggle today for me, you guys. Check out MissoulaEvents.net, The Independent, the newspaper, the University of Montana website.
All right, I'm going to move this camera. Okay.
So.
I just wanted to do it live.
Yeah.
Because you see me doing this, it's like...
It's true.
And it's like, I'd rather you just do it like right on the air, because then it's a good transition, because let's zoom out a little bit because it's too close to my face. I don't want you to see too many of my pores. All right, so are you guys ready for one of my favorite segments I like to call Hallmark or Bullmark? Are you guys ready for Hallmark or Bullmark? I got 3, but I'm only gonna say 2.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes. So just I'm gonna ignore this one. I'll just
Oh, good. Just
that's
hide
gone.
that.
All right, I gotta zoom in because my eyes are getting bad, or it's because I'm tired too. Because
Old man Ram. I know. I'm tired today too. I don't know.
Anyways, no more talking. Let's do this. Holly's world is turned upside down when she suddenly finds that she can no longer lie.
Good.
Thanks to her niece Anna's wish to Santa Claus. As Holly's career and love life go into disarray when her lies catch up with her, she must learn to judge between the truth and what is right. So right would be a lie.
Yeah, so she
opposite
loves
of truth.
lying.
Okay. One woman will discover that Christmas is no time to hold your tongue, but every other part of the year is just fun with me. It's like Liar Liar, but with a woman and Christmas, and not a broken family like Jim Carrey. You know what I'm talking about. You know, Liar Liar. Like he comes from a broken family. It's a divorce, but she's an aunt in this movie of a kid who comes from a happy home and all that stuff. And apparently she says like, oh, I'm gonna come down to the thing and blah blah blah. And the kid's like, you lied. I'm tired of you lying. He's like probably like lied a couple times to this kid. I don't know, but it's a Hallmark movie, or is it? So, if you guys don't know how this game works, I read a synopsis from a Hallmark original movie, or do I? And you guys have to determine if it's a real Hallmark movie or it's not. And this movie is called I'm Not Ready for Christmas. Wink. The wink is my part. But it's called I'm Not Ready for Christmas. So what do you think, Noelle?
I don't know. This is really hard because
Did I give too much away to make it think that it was a Hallmark movie, or was I just completely
It sounds like
throwing
it
you
could
off?
be a Hallmark movie, but also I feel like it's so crazy that it could be Bullmark. I'm gonna say Bullmark.
What about you, Asaph?
Bullmark.
Yeah.
You're wrong, both of you.
Ah!
It is a Hallmark original movie that's gonna be premiering November 17th or something.
So if you guys want to go over to Scott's house and watch it with them, you can.
Well, I'm not gonna watch it live on TV. I'm gonna DVR it and then watch it later so I can skip the stupid commercials. Hello.
Duh.
All right, so here's the next Hallmark or Bullmark. Hit it, Asaph. Black Friday is just around the corner for bargain bin coupon lady Yvette Cornerstone. Okay, guys, shut up for a second. Stop making me laugh. Okay. But when this year's Black Friday is canceled, due to an incident she caused last year, she must find a way not only to find the best bargain, but find the right turkey for Thanksgiving that she reluctantly decided to host. As the clock starts to tick on this money saver, can she spend time with the ones that mean the most? And then the movie is called There's No Bargain for Family. Is this a Hallmark original movie, or is this something I made up?
Bullmark.
I'd like to agree.
There's no Black Friday is just around the corner for a bargain bin coupon lady Everett Cornerstone. That's classic, like.
What? I've seen these names before plenty of times. All right.
What is it?
Okay, so if you guys don't know this game at home, no, I'm just like vamping, but it is a Bullmark movie.
Yeah.
Because if you get the first one wrong, you
Coupon
automatically
lady.
have to go the opposite way for the next one. Or do you?
That's hilarious, guys.
But it is a Bullmark movie. Isn't it a good?
Yeah, that's
I'd
great.
watch the heck out of that.
So funny. Oh, man.
All right, so we have about a minute left in our show.
We
so
do.
let's do some social networking.
Okay, that
So
sounds
you can
great.
find out more information about Wake Up Missoula by logging on to wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. Again, that's wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula. So nice we had to spell it out twice, but
Batteries not included.
I said Wake Up Missoula about 6 or 7 times already. But you can also Wake Up Missoula on our Facebook page.
Oh.
I'm going to really, really close to my microphone right now. You could also go follow us on Twitter at Wake Up Missoula.
You can also like MCAT on Twitter, MCAT TV Missoula.
Oh, you sound like you on NPR.
You can also like Missoula Community Access Television on Facebook, as well as go to MCAT.org.
And if you want to get in contact with us, you can go to any of those websites to get in contact with us, or you can call us at 542-6228, otherwise known as 542.
MCAT.
And without further ado, for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramp.
And I'm Noelle McVoy. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Here's Asaph Adonai.
As a sign of respect for our troops, I want to give my salute and my thank yous